Thank you so much for joining us in Circle today, Seekers. I'm Medicine, and this is a reading that we'll be doing through Spirit for Arians for the week of the 8th. So I start my weeks on Sunday through Saturday. I start my weeks. And so anytime I think of a week, I'm thinking Sunday through Saturday. And so this is starting on Sunday the 8th. And these energies will hold over until midnight, 11:59 p.m. on Saturday the 14th. And so I am asking all compassionate, benevolent ones to please join us in circle as we go through and venture through the word for all Arians. And for me, when I say Arians, I also include the sun, the rising, and the moon. So if you have Aries and sun, rising, or moon, this can apply to you as well. So, for the week of the 8th, you have, starting on Sunday, Monday, you have you're going in with the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups, she's a sensitive creature. She's also very mystical, and she's very magical. And you can see her, she's dancing on the waves with sea turtles beneath her, on sea turtles. And she just is the embodiment of emotion, and emotional security, which is the sea turtles kind of represent security. They are Mother Earth, Mother Ocean. They have their shells to represent security. And so she is the mother of, really the mother of intuition, and the mother of the ocean. She is very romantic. She is the kind of person that might send you a little cute, love letters, or light candles for dinner, or, just want to be very romantic. Is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups also represents Cancer. So again, being emotionally secure is a very big thing for the Queen of Cups. As for development, is probably a time at the beginning of this week on Sunday and Monday where you began to develop emotional relationships with others, where you began to develop an intuition even within yourself, where you really pay attention to your intuitive side, and you really tap into the force that is Mother Ocean, and you really learn to dance with your emotions, and your shadow sides. We all have shadows within us. And when I say shadows, I'm not thinking of necessarily negative versus positive, but what I'm thinking of are things that are on the inside of us, things that are inside of us that we don't show on the outside. Okay, and so this is a very introspective process. This is a definite, energy of going in to find the answers and being instinctual to find the answers. This can also represent a person again. We talked about a person earlier, someone romantic, someone very sensitive, someone empathic, someone who is gentle, and I can think of a few You're very, very flowy. Very flowy. And I don't necessarily like to use the term go with the flow. Water signs, I mean, we can go with the flow, but we do have our own flow too. Um, and so, but it's more about, but it's definitely about reaching in and being intuitive and forming relationships. With people, this could be your mother, for example. This can represent someone that is very motherly to you, right? So someone that's very motherly, very nurturing, someone that you might symbolize, that you might look to kind of for that mothering, nurturing. And it could be a man or woman. It doesn't have to be necessarily a woman, but it is definitely someone who is emotionally nurturing. And as for development, it seems like in the beginning of the week there will definitely be a development for the intuition and for emotional. So emotional and intuitive development in the beginning of the weeks of Monday and Tuesday. And then as we go into Wednesday, Sunday, Monday for this one, and then as we go into Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, there seems to be some financial management, but you seem to have a pretty good handle on that, Arians. There seems to be, you seem to be a breadwinner towards the middle of the week, to be honest with you. I mean, this guy here, the King of Pentacles, he has the seeds to grow anything that he touches. In the book, they reference Midas and the golden hand. And so he has a seed to create success out of anything. And so it seems like this is a week of success, actually, for you, Arians, in which everything you touch turns to gold. Okay, and notice that you are of tree and of dragon, and you carry with you and of man, and you carry with you a huge pinnacle at the top of your head. Think of that pinnacle as like your crown chakra, saying money, 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 money. This is a very good time for making money for Arians. Very good time. It also lends to a very practical way of being financially secure. That this would be a very good time for you in the middle of this week to really, you'll be probably more detail oriented, probably more financially, a breadwinner. You'll probably be a little bit more practical, in your approach. And there will be a patience about you, perhaps, because there will be a knowingness that slow and steady wins the race in the middle of and towards the middle of the week for you, Arians. Slow and steady certainly wins the race towards the middle of the week. And the way that you manage your money, and the way that you manage your finances, the way you manage your career, the way you manage the possessions and the assets from which you build from, is going to be very important in the middle of the week for you, Arians. And then as we get to the end of the week, so again, for me, that's Friday, Saturday, we have the Knight of Swords. And so there's going to be a passion and drive into communication and intellect. Now, I dare say that this passion and drive may not be as, say, refined, as someone more mature. This could definitely be more along the lines of something new that you're expressing and that you're speaking about. However, you feel very passionate about it and you feel like it must move forward. Okay, you feel free to move forward with it. And that's a very important thing. If this is expressing a person for you in your life, then it can more than likely express someone who is a Gemini, Libra, and or Aquarius in their sun, in their rising, or their moon. And so pay attention to who's around you. Someone that might be talking, that might communicate a lot about their inspirations, things that they're inspired about, things that they want to get knowledge for, or they want to learn more about, or they feel like they have a lot of knowledge to share, because because air signs, you know, they're all very big on the intellect and they have a lot of knowledge. And so this could be a good time. And so this could be someone who might have a lot of knowledge to share, but perhaps that knowledge is not necessarily yet refined and set in stone, and it's not necessarily all of it true. I don't want to say truthful, but it perhaps won't have necessary truth for you, because it's the night. So the night kind of gets things started, and so night the night is usually represents Gemini in the tarot, but in this one it can be all three. And then with the, again, going back to the night, to the movement aspect of the night, it's all about communication. It's all about moving forward through communication. Okay, this is perhaps a new communication for you, and it's so really all about moving forward with communication. And I just want to kind of touch back on the King of Pentacles. We did touch on as per management, as far as how to, you know, this is going to be very time for very practical ways to manage money, but you're going to be very successful in it regardless. The King of Pentacles could also be a person, and if it is a person in your life, then it is definitely a person who has very traditional values, okay, who is very earthly and very down to earth, and is very practical and pragmatic. They take their time. They don't rush things. They think things through. Things have to make realistic, logical, reasonable sense in order for it to become real. They are very much within the realities of the world, and they're very grounded within this realm. Okay, and so yet at the same time, there could also be a transition. There could also be some of the other world going on, since they have this dragon who is a very much a protector of money and treasury at the same time. And as for the daily oracle for this week of the 8th, we have the Green Lady of Idrag Gulf. The Green Lady, I looked into her. She's very magical, actually, and her words of wisdom are to care for and protect the earth and the forests, and especially Mother Earth. She says that when you protect Mother Earth, you also protect yourself. That planting a tree, planting flowers, you know, giving thanks, giving tribute to the earth will indeed give tribute back to yourself. And so this is going to be a very good week for planting for you Arians. It's going to be a very good week for grounding yourself into Mother Earth and allowing Mother Earth to heal you if you are feeling any empathic energies from, you know, especially because you had started the week off on an emotional, intuitive note with the Queen of Cups. I would definitely say that the Green Lady of Idragok, she presents to you trees. You know, be a keeper of the trees. You can hug trees whenever you're feeling not so grounded. This is a week for being more grounded. For starting out with intuition and coming into groundedness into Mother Earth. And I believe that Mother Earth embodies both the intuitive and the practical, and the present. And I believe that it's going to be very important for you to ground yourself, to hug Mother Earth, grow some plants, learn about some trees. She also talks about stepping into an active approach where you go out and you join kind of a non-profit organization, you know, for an environmental activities. And so I would definitely look into the Green Lady of Idragok, um, and um, and find out how she resonates with you. If you are someone who is familiar with journeying, then I would definitely journey to her. You know, I would definitely, even if all you do is just kind of intend her for this week, you intend her, you intend for the week of the 8th that you are working with the Green Lady of Idrago, then she will come to you, but you have to intend it, right? So this oracle, the Green Lady, you have to intend her for her, because guides do not come to people without their permission. So she needs your permission for you to work with her, but she would like to see you become more healthy. And she feels that in order the way for you to do that, you also need to take care of the earth, the air in which you breathe, the trees in which you grow, you know. Um, and so she is a very nurturing one to work with. I would definitely work with her, um, and allow her to be my guide for the week as well. So that is the weekly, or that is the weekly tarot um, for all Arians and Sun, Moon, or Rising. I wish you a great, blessed week. Have a fun, blessed week. And I give you the blessings of intuition, of prosperity, and of the intellect. And I bless upon you the green. Have a wonderful week. Aho Mitakuyasin.